What is up, Gunpla modelers? My name is Strider Prime, and today I'm bringing you a special edition of Gundam Customs. Judging by the video you're seeing right now, you are aware of what I am going to build now. Obviously, the Mobile Suit RX-0 Full Armor Unicorn Gundam Ka version from, of course, the Mobile Suit Unicorn Gundam animated series. Now, this kit, of course, has been provided by iShop2Go, and the fine people at that site has sent me this kit to not only build, but review and show off many of the cool features that this monstrosity has to offer. Now, a little backcaster here. Obviously, we've seen like what 4 to 5 variations of the full armor unicorn. We've seen the original, which I have, and sorry to say I haven't built yet. We have the original titanium version. Then we had the updated version of the OVA series, the OVA unicorn. Then the OVA with the cage. I think I remember last year at the Comic-Con show, the people at the Bluefin Distribution Center were selling these kits like crazy. Even I was thinking of getting one, but I said, well, I got the other one. And now we have this. And just when you think we've had enough of Unicorn, we're going to get the Banshee too. The Banshee Unicorn Master Grade in a couple of months. So, unless Bandai has another kit up their sleeve for in the same line of the Unicorn, I think we're not going to get we're not going to get enough of this kit. But obviously, what it's so amazing of this kit is not because of the suit; it's the whole weaponry. It's overkill. It is one of the most overkill kits I've ever seen, and for some unknown reason, it works perfectly. I mean, I think we've seen many kits in the past that have a massive amount of weaponry. Obviously, Heavy Arms comes to mind. That's one kit, but that's a balanced one. Heavy Arms Custom has more weaponry. Another kit was the Serpent from the Endless Waltz series. That had not only 2 Gatling cannons in the hand, but it also had like a bazooka and a beam cannon that was held in the backpack. That was also crazy. Another kit that had a lot of weaponry was the Victory Gundam with the booster. So that had a little bit of firepower there, but not too much, just enough. But this, you're trying to think, how is he going to manage all these weaponry at the same time? It's impossible. It's literally impossible. But it is, for some reason, it does fit perfectly for its size. I wonder if Bandai is going to plan to make a full armored version of the Sinanju. Maybe somebody will take all the parts of this and put it on the Sinanju. That could be a cool thing. Maybe we'll see a high grade version of it, and then somebody will figure it out to put it on the high grade version of the Sinanju. Right now, I'm throwing things in the air, so I'm not too very, not everything is all set in stone. Don't take my word for it. I'm some guy, building kits. But regardless of all that, I have this kit in my possession, and yes, I am going to build it. This is part 1. This is not a work in progress. I know one day I have to revisit that other kit. I surely do. With that being said, let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. Massive kit. Here's the manual. We'll cover that soon. Here, oh wow, a lot of decals here. This is going to be a lot of work for me. I get beat up every now and then by people asking me, am I going to panel line this? But to tell you the truth, where to panel line this? This kit is so cut up to a port, because when you look at it, it's all pieces, like little smaller pieces of the bigger one that forms into this unicorn, and it looks like a solid part, but it isn't. I mean, certain parts I could probably get away with a panel lining, like something like that, or maybe this. This one, I don't know how you panel line it either way. Which, of course, brings me to a different topic now. Many of you are probably asking me, am I going to paint it? We're having some weird weather lately, where one day it will be like freezing cold, and the other day it will be like a nice 60-degree weather. Not that much wind. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to paint this. Originally, I wasn't going to paint it. But yeah, I am going to paint this. The whole shebang. So this may be a lengthy process for me. Now here are the clear parts, which look clear, of course. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of months ago, or when they were showing off this kit, I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought that there was a special edition version where the green parts were not green, they were blue. Now, I could be completely wrong, of course. But it would have been an interesting idea if Bandai decided to release this kit again with blue parts, or at least sell the interior, you know, the inside with blue parts, so you can replace the current kit with the blue. Here are the weaponry. But that's an idea. Okay, there's the horn, of course. Interesting that you could they give you two different types of horns. The one that's split and the one that's already a horn. So even on a master grade kit, you would think that they would, you know, do it the other way, but I guess this is the only way they can do it. Right now my stomach is churning because I cannot believe the amount of parts I have to deal with here. I don't think I have enough trays to actually put all the parts in. Furthermore, for painting purposes and for build time, I will probably pre-assemble a lot of things like the inner frame and then paint it while it's in the frame. Oh yeah, this is the parts to make that little shuttle thing. I kind of like that one. That's a cool thing to see. So yeah, there's a lot of parts that I have to do a little pre-painting. I mean, pre-assembly first, pre-painting, and then try to work with the inner frame. I mean, with the outer frame. The inner frame will be, of course, me placing the LEDs and see if this whole thing will work. So far, my concept of actually placing a battery within this body doesn't seem to be coming out right. And of course, the last part here is all the drop tanks. Yeah. So you understand, I'm gonna have to count this, and it's gonna be off camera. And I'll put this here for now. I'm counting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 bags of parts, and each bag will have around 2 to 3 tree runners. So we're talking about close to 40 trees. I haven't seen this many trees since Perfect Grade Strike Freedom, for those of you who like to linger longer. Alright, so look at this manual here. Good artwork right there. Of course, this part is the coolest part, of course, to see this kit in action. I really like these blades, but why have 2 blades? Why? 1 is enough. At least you could fold it. That's a cool thing. But look at the amount of weaponry we're talking about here. You have a beam hyper javelin. You have a shield. You have 3 shields, by the way. You have hand grenades. You have grenade launchers. You have a hyper bazooka. You have a triple missile pod. You have how many beam Gatling cannons? 6 beam Gatling cannons. And not to mention the Magnum cannon. There's enough extra weaponry here to give your other master grade kits if you want. And so I'm hoping that maybe they start making other master grade kits for the Unicorn series, like the Strike Jagan, or the Girazulu. The Girazulu would look great with all these weaponry. Here's the part list. Pretty much covers 3 pages. And then right here we have the body, the assembly of the main body, followed by the head, and then the arms, then the assembly of the upper body, then it goes on to the waist unit, which from here goes to the leg, or legs, which covers nearly 2.5 pages, the backpack, and then of course the final assembly of this kit, which then moves on to the colored graphics of the kit. Yeah, this one I really can't wait to build this one. This is actually kind of nice. Of course, building this would negate putting the tanks on the kit, and I think that will probably be best, because for those of you who don't have space like me, I don't know where to put this kit. And then we have all these other parts here. Oh, this is the actual part where you actually build the kit, and then here's the list of weaponry. Beam Magnum, hand grenades, hyper bazooka right, hyper bazooka left, the shield A, shield B, shield C is somewhere around here. Beam javelin, beam Gatling cannon A, beam Gatling cannon B. There's 2 different types. Oh wow, I didn't realize there's 2 different types of beam Gatlings. One with the yeah, we'll cover that and the booster. Then of course these pages here will cover all the assembly of the weaponry and how to yeah, there's this other option. They call it an option. Call it what it is. And then of course the placement of all the stickers and decals to put on this kit. Surprisingly, no water slide. Which, I wonder why Bandai hasn't released any water slide kits in a while. Water slide decals for a long time. Well, that's it. This is what I have to work with. This is going to be a long, exhausting build. But I'm going to try to do my best, my very best on this kit. With that being said, let's begin building Unicorn Gundam Full Armor 4K.